First of all, I would like to thank World Bank, Mahua Madam, Ashish ji, MNRE, especially Jain Saab, and AEPC, Samir ji. With this, I would like to share my experience, which for last 20 years we are working in India in the field of bio-waste to energy. We are particularly into development of electricity out of this bio-waste. And to start with, you can just have a message from the company's name itself that we are from bio-waste, we are trying to deliver power out of this. It's basically a recycling concept which we have kept as our focus, primary focus, so that a global warming issue can be also tackled out of this. So, Perfect Bio-Waste and Power Management Private Limited offers a comprehensive array of products and services to convert bio-waste to electricity. As I told you, we are offering complete range of variety of biogas products so that in a single umbrella, we can offer you all the your solutions in just single umbrella. You don't have to look here and there to club all the solutions for this waste to power solution. The products which we are constructing or manufacturing in our company's brand is biogas digesters. Second one is very important and vital product, that is biogas generators. Third one is to give a smooth running of the entire project, that is the filtration systems and the scrubbing systems of the biogas, the raw gas which we are generating out of biogas digesters. And the final thing which we are delivering, that is the complete turnkey project on bio-waste to electricity. So I'll just elaborate one by one the things which we are doing, the four things, that is construction of biogas digesters. We have a wide range of biogas digesters and a great experience in constructing the biogas digesters. That the range starts from 20 meter cube to 1000 meter cube, single unit biogas digester sizes. So you can plan the waste, and accordingly we can offer you the solution out of this. Because with a complete range of biogas digester sizes, we can offer you a perfect solution for this matter. Customized models of digesters, like matching to the requirement of the waste or the area or the geographical conditions, we make different types of biogas digesters which can suit the weather conditions, which can suit the waste also, that is floating dome, fixed dome, overhead digesters, and in some cases underground digesters also. Customized heating solution, as in case of Nepal, if you'll see, we have chilly regions also wherein climatic condition or the temperature is very low. At this kind of situation, we face that heating problem. What we do through our energy generation process, we get hot water and hot flue gas out of our generator. So we can use those energy to give heating to our existing biogas digesters. With that, the gas formation would be higher than the normal situation. The design which we make or the construct, the focus we keep is to maintain also the digesters very easily. The time taken to maintenance is very less. In some cases, in 2 to 3 hours also, we can do the maintenance part and we can start feeding the digester in some cases. So we have kept that thing as our focus. So for the smooth running of the digester, we have kept that thing as our focus so that the easy maintenance and the long life of digester can be maintained. You can see some of the photographs. This is the plinth work which our people, they have started at a digester site. See the walls. See the quality of the digester. The walls we design to keep a focus of minimum 25 to 30 years of working of our digesters. It's not a short-term construction. The construction quality, if you'll see, is great. We can expect minimum 25 to 30 years of life from our digesters. This will look after getting completed like this, because apparently it seems like a floating dome digester, but you will see the construction process. That is very important. The design which we have modified with the conventional ones are very efficient to generate the gas. So here, if you will see the gas tanks and the sizes, they very efficiently they produce the gas, and the quantity, if you will see, you will be surprised to see the figures and the production of electricity out of that limited source of energy. Then comes a very vital part which I told you, that is manufacturing of biogas digesters. See, we have a great experience in this line, as this is our main product. We manufacture biogas generators running 100% on biogas. Our gas generators, they have a capacity to run on raw biogas also. Without adding any filtration system or any scrubbing system, you can run the generators on raw biogas itself. So the range which we have made in this also, that is from 3 kVA to 125 kVA. It almost caters a middle-size segment, which caters the household size requirement also and the commercial requirement also. As you can see, our industries also can run with this kind of biogas electricity. Our biogas generators are made for different fuels also, like biogas, natural gas, or LPG, or producer gases also. These are few installations. This is an installation of Amul. You must have heard this name, Amul. So we have our installation 2006 at Amul also, in Vidya Dairy, Anand. This is a battery of generators you can see in this picture. The first generator, if you can locate, that is 125 kVA generator, that is 100 kilowatt of power giving unit, and remaining 3 is 50 kilowatt units. So the total battery system is generating 250 kilowatt of power and running one complete ceramic industry. The power uses they are taking out of this biogas production is for 7 to 8 hours daily, and remaining gas they are using for their thermal application. Because this is a, ceramic based unit, so they require biogas for their thermal application also. But daily basis, they are using electricity of these biogas generators for 7 to 8 hours to run their plant. So the reliability, if we'll talk about the biogas generators, is very high. You can trust this as a different other sources of your diesel generator or a grid power like that. You can use our generators non-stop for 30 days also. If you are keeping 70% of load of its total capacity, you can run our generator for at a stretch for 30 days, just to stop it for the regular maintenance. That comes after 800 to 1000 running hours. You just have to change the oil, do the routine maintenance, and you can restart the generator after 4 to 5 hours time. This is the capacity of our generator. Now, the very, again, important factor which I told you, the filtration system which we make. So the filtration system increases the efficiency and life of the equipment which we are using as an end product, like biogas generators, or say cooking gas or cooking stoves with this. So that filtration systems gives the better efficiency and gives the life also, increases the life also of the end using equipments. As I told you, we provide turnkey solution under single umbrella. Single window concept. We provide complete solution from biowaste to generation of electricity under single umbrella. The advantage of this single umbrella, one window concept is that you don't have to search different vendors and different parties, don't have to see their credibility or the product's credibility every time. You just have to trust one party for the complete concept. You have waste, you can just contact us, you can give the complete project on turnkey basis, we can deliver you the power out of this. So this is the best advantage out of this. Other advantages of this turnkey project is in-house manufacturing of all the equipments, which results into right match for successful commissioning. As we are the people who are manufacturing everything under single umbrella, so our products are matched properly with each other. The digesters are matching with the generators, the piping, the line, the gas flow, the filtration system, everything is matching each other to give the best output out of this. We can have a complete commissioning of these projects just by getting the waste. You just arrange the waste, tell the quantity you have on daily basis and tell your electricity need or the energy need, we can give you the complete solution out of this. We have a complete solution, that too on a very reasonable price. The price aspect is very important in this field. We are offering the complete solution on a very reasonable price basis. Then the most, the vital part of this commissioning of this biogas projects is the maintenance part. As it's not a one-time product that we are selling this in the market and we can forget the customer. It's a maintenance-based product wherein a regular maintenance to be provided to the customer. Here, with attached to single party, you don't have to bother for the maintenance to different parties. Here, you just have to contact one single party who will look after the maintenance of the entire project, whether it's generator or the filtration system or the biogas. So here, passing the buck won't take place as a single party is responsible for the entire project. So we take the onus, we take the responsibility to run the entire project, and you can give us the AMC contract also. So it can be on year basis, like for 3 years or 4 years. If you want to just have a MOU signed with us, we can sign that MOU also. We can run the projects for 3 years, for 5 years. So this is the utmost advantage we can get out of this single window concept. You can see some of the photographs of our site. This is one Jhansi site wherein 300 cattle dairy farm is setting up. This is the second stage of the digester being constructed. This is the structural design of the floating dome, the metal part which we put on the dome to collect the gas in this. As this is a very big size unit. So somebody asked me about the transporting problem of this. We construct everything on-site basis. Even the dome would be constructed on-site. So there is no transportation hassle, no transportation issue on that, because we are going to construct everything on-site. And this is the final product with the blue color boxes you are looking at the back of the digester. That is the filtration system, and the generator room is behind that filtration system. It's a complete power generation unit. Everybody who is here knows about the biogas concept, but still I would like to share few of the components which in general we can take as a biogas feed. One is cow dung, which is very common. That is why we call it as gobar gas. So cow dung is one of the most important and commonly available source of bio-waste. The second is poultry waste, which is equally available here. And one of my friend, I was talking to him in the morning, he was talking about the problem also due to this poultry waste, because the foul smell is very high in this. The chances of spreading disease is very high because of the flies and all. So the local area people, they don't allow poultry farmers to operate from their land. So for them, particularly poultry people, for them, this is a very important product. They can adopt this kind of technology. With this kind of technology, what is the biggest advantage for them is they will be able to tackle the waste problem. Once they are tackling the waste problem, so the foul smell will go off. The problem of flies won't be there. So the disease also, the chances of spreading disease also, we are reducing that also. The amount of pesticides we are using to control this kind of disease or the flies, we are going to save that also. And finally, out of this, we are getting, from this waste which is a problem to us, we are getting electricity. Again, a very vital issue which is required to run our poultry industry. Particularly in case of hatcheries, they require 24/7 power supply. So to poultry people, I think for them, they should take this as a mandatory solution for them, and they can earn, they can just double their profit out of this. And later on, the final output, which is coming as a slurry output, is a very nice organic manure. So they have a complete solution of their waste, which they are struggling to operate from a local area because of the local problems, because of the local residents. They are not allowing them to operate from their local area just because of this poultry litter problem. The third issue is largely related with the municipal bodies, that is fruit and vegetable waste, because with the local markets, local vegetable mandis or the fruit mandis, you will see the quantity of waste is very huge. So getting the waste managed with a simple solution and getting electricity out of this. States like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, who are really struggling to have electricity for their people, can use this kind of resources, because this kind of waste are otherwise just spoiling their entire environment, be it a soil pollution, be it a say water pollution or the global warming issue. So out of just with slight change in their mindset, they can manage the entire waste problem and have a important product like electricity out of this. As a byproduct, I told you, we will get the gas from this waste, and electricity, as we told, is a very vital product for every one of us, whether it's industry people or a residential people or a government organization, any institution, for everybody. Electricity is, say something, they cannot think anything without this. So electricity is the most vital product we should think out of biogas. And if once we'll get the electricity, we can do anything out of that. And very common utility of biogas is cooking gas, which anyway our small size digester, the people, they are doing out of this. And the byproduct is organic manure. This looks very simple, organic manure. But if you'll see, the utility of this is very high. We are going to save the subsidy being given by the government agencies to the fertilizer people or the fertilizer companies is very high, and the kind of import they are doing, so the load on the foreign exchange on the local government is very high just because of this fertilizer. So we can do miracle out of this organic manure, and the final product which we are getting is very healthy product, healthy outcome. The vegetable or the grains we are getting from this organic manure is very pro-healthy and are not having any side effects. The primary focus on the segments which we can cover, or the industries or the type of people which can get involved into this is on cow dung basis, dairy farmers, gausalas or the cow shelters, village panchayats. Village panchayats. Let me tell you why I have covered village panchayat in this. Because in India, we are working on village development programs. Attached with this biogas, we are doing village development programs also. The village who are not connected with electricity grid lines. So there, what we are doing, we are setting up this grid, this decentralized power plant. We are collecting the dung on a cooperative basis. All villages who are having 2 cattle, 3 cattle, they are giving their dung at a single place, and there we have made one single digester with this biogas power generation plant, and distributing electricity to the villages on point basis. The 2 CFL, 1 fan connection, and the per month rental would be say 150 rupees or 200 rupees they have to give. So with that cost, we can maintain, we can run the complete project, and to some extent, it can provide a business model also. If somebody takes this initiative, and he can earn a very handsome amount out of this. If somebody will calculate this figure, so it is a very nice, handsome amount. So it's a business model also. With village development program also, we are developing people, we are giving them opportunity. Once the electricity would be there in a village wherein no electricity is there, they can start their businesses, they can run their shops, they can have different other things wherein they can use electricity and earn out of this from their businesses. So, milk cooperatives, veteran hospitals, municipal corporation cattle shelters, agriculture universities and dairy institutions. Poultry waste, poultry farmers, as I told you, layer farms, hatchery farms, broiler farms. They are the three segments who can target this out of this. Vegetable, fruit, and kitchen waste. Vegetable markets, agro and food-based companies, hostels, hotels, restaurants, canteens, hospitals, housing societies, institutions, waste dumping fields, etc. Algae. This is again a new pilot project which we are doing in India. This connected to water bodies. This will clean the water as well as this will give the your vegetable oil, and finally we can extract electricity out of this. So in India, we are doing this project also, so we can replicate this kind of projects also in Nepal. This is a very nice concept wherein we are helping this water pollution issue also, and we can get electricity or energy out of this. And the other two products are related to biomass. Because we are manufacturing biomass generators also, we are taking that, because here it's not important, we are talking about biogas, so I'll not touch these two topics. Why us? As I told you, I have told you many other things. Why us? So I'll not elaborate this. We can just see some of the points. Why us? Because we are one of the most experienced company in India who are giving us services in a single umbrella system for last 20 years almost. So we have a great experience in all the products and have designed our product matching to our weather conditions and just matching to the rural areas and their thinking pattern. So our products are very well accepted by people. That is why in pan-India basis we will see our geographical condition is different. As in case of Nepal, we have chilly conditions also, we have extreme summer conditions also, we have rainy areas also. So just taking all those challenges, still we are able to deliver a product and run it successfully round the year without any issues like your, say, maintenance issues or, say, your gas generation problems. We are successfully running our generators, producing electricity as a sustainable source of energy throughout India. As I told you, a small change in our mindset, can make a big difference. Here, the only thing we have to take is everybody here is tackling their waste problem by this way or that way. The only thing we have to change our prospect is that we have to just manage this waste. We have to think this is not waste, this is a source of energy, and we have to just plan the source of energy to get the maximum out of that. That is all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arvind. Thank you. Very good. Okay, so you can see even our timing is starting to get perfect. Sure.
Arvind, can you tell us what kind of enabling environment you are looking for to work here? And I think briefly each speaker should tell us at the end what kind of policy and a working environment you are looking for to work over here.
Thank you, Jain sir. Very important question, because we are here not to explain or share the experience out of this, but we are here to provide our technical support also to the people from Nepal in this field. So we will be pleased to offer our technology to Nepal, and the people we are looking forward from Nepal side would be having slight experience in this field or any technical field, should be having some sound financial background, and of course we will expect some good policies from the government also, because I was talking about the problems in Nepal for doing this construction of this biogas digester. So they are saying that importing of material, raw material is also a problem. So Samir ji would be a best man for this to take this issue on the government table, and they can allow the import of material like steel seats and other equipments, which we can import very easily from India, and we can design the equipments and all. From our side, as a company, we told you we can provide turnkey solution for, say, 5 number of sets or kind of things to any our associate, local associate of Nepal, and gradually will transfer the technology to him. with all equipment support, with all technical support, will start making the projects on turnkey basis. Will do the initial 5 projects on turnkey basis with their complete technical support and their team working with us, and gradually will pass on the technology to them. And at the stage of the final product, that is the 5th digester which we'll make, we will supervise the product and they'll make the product. Like that, we would like to transfer the technology with them. And it's very easy and convenient to supervise the technology from India, as it's not far off, and we don't have any, say, passport issue or visa issue. So anytime, if we'll get this kind of opportunity, we can come here n number of times and we can give our technical support.
2 plots. Will you be available here?
Definitely, yes, sir. Definitely, yes. Our all experts, our team would be here to give a complete technical support. Rather, I would say we will make and will say our counterpart to supervise the working of the complete construction process, and they should learn out of this. And after 2 plants or 3 plants, we will supervise the thing from, say, a distance, and they will make the things. And like that, we can transfer the complete technology. Yes.
One quick question, Arvindji. How quickly this plant can be built, like typical?
Reddy Saab, if we won't face this kind of, say, import problems, and will procure the material easily, so I can assure you, hardly we require, say, 30 to 45 days to construct 140 cubic meter or, say, 200 cubic meter of plant.
Arvindji, one quick question. What is the cost of biogas generators you mentioned from 3 kVA to 125 kVA? And what is the minimum pressure needed to run it?
One very good question you have asked. I could not share that technical part in this. The generator which we manufacture has inbuilt capacity to take care of the pressure. In case of fixed dome also, where pressure is a problem, initially we get high pressure, but later on, after, say, half an hour of its operation, the pressure gets reduced. So our generator, they are designed to take this kind of pressure situation, and they'll take their own gas supply without adding any additional, say, blower or compressor in the pipeline. And your other part of the question was the cost, you said. Is very reasonably priced, at par with diesel. You can take the cost of our generators. It's not very highly priced. We have kept the price at a very reasonable rates. That is almost at par with the diesel generators. If you want, I can give you in Indian rupees.
Can you give a specific number for a 25 kilowatt?
Yeah, I can tell you 25, on a Vega side, I am telling you that our 25 kilowatt generator is costing something around 3.5 lakh rupees in Indian rupees, in Indian values. So with that, you can very well expect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Arvindji, my name is Saroj Rai. I'm with SNV, the Netherlands Development Organization.
Ji, sir, ji.
SNV many times with regard to the domestic biogas program. We're also doing a large-size biogas project. It's a small project. We
Great.
call it biogas for business. So by the name itself, you understand.
Great.
This
great.
kind of biogas is for businesses like poultry, dairy, etc. Now, as you understand that the stage is, I think, all set to have this B2B relationship built and then start, bringing in these kind of technologies and then do something big. So the targets in Samirji's presentation, 400 commercial biogas and then 6,000 or something other ones. Now, my question is, actually, I was really interested to see these proven biogas generators and then the gas filters, which are very useful, I guess. The digester and the dome part can be also locally constructed, or we can learn from you. But the generators and all these things come almost, kind of ready-made and then just plug and play. So the question here is, do you already have, are you already building that B2B relationship so that, when these things, this project takes up, we have somebody here to go to and then ask for these things, already start talking to and then see how these things are available locally at what price and other details.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, we are already in touch with few people. Actually, Mr. Jeevan, he came to Delhi also. He visited a few of our plants also. And one or two other companies are also there. They are in talking terms with us for technology transfer in Nepal. So we are already into this and we are still open for further parties to come, and because we want maximum number of people, they should participate in this, and it's up to the government bodies to allow. From our side, we are open to transfer technology as many as people who want to come into this field.
Very good.
Thank you.
So, yeah, let's roll. Okay.
I am Narayan Bhakta Pradhan.
Jai Pradhan
I
ji.
started working in the biogas technology since 1975-76, and for about 2 decades I started doing some other job. And after last 3 years, I again come back in the same technology,
Okay.
same field. And according to my experience and knowledge, I saw only household biogas plants were being constructed, and before I enter into the same field again, I talked to Mr. Samir Thapa about this large size biogas program. In the meantime, they had come into force, but there are several reasons why this technology has not yet been moved ahead, because of the, as he said, geographical condition and the government policy, as you are also aware of this, as well as technology also. I am planning to construct a 7,000 cubic meter plant, which is not for using the gas directly for heating or something like. I want to use the gas by purification and bottling, as has been shown,
Shown in the film.
unless we change the technology and come up with the income generating activity from biogas technology, it is not feasible. It is not feasible means when it has no income generating activity and always looking for outside source for subsidy, it is not sustainable. And when I talk to different people, they also said so. Therefore, as we have seen in the documentary, in India they have already started purification, bottling. I think that is good. And it has to be economically viable, design and equipment. In addition to this, I saw poultry farm also, poultry waste is also used for generating biogas. In my experience, in the feedstock of the poultry, they use stone. All stone is not digested by the chickens. And how do you filter the stones? If we do not filter it, year to year, the
It will
stone
go
will
into
be
the tank and get deposited, and again the maintenance
deposited
will
in
come.
the digester.
Yeah.
So, have you done any R&D about these things? Thank you.
Regarding this import of different technologies, I would like to say that, for parts or for the whole technologies, there might be manufacturing units in Nepal also, which could be able, once you kind of provide the designs and those kind of things. Primarily, I would say for the domes, larger sector, larger portion of these projects. But for critical equipments like diesel generators,
Generators.
purifiers, biogas generators and purification units, maybe those needs to be transported. And I'd like to mention that we have this policy of waiving the import tax and the value-added taxes for the domestic biogas plants, and so that is something that we could also think about for the large applications. Once we start, once there is a need for the transfer of these technologies.
Very good. So fabrication we can do. So Arvind, you
Yeah.
have to respond to the lime separation also?
Yeah, definitely yes, Samirji, because the vital equipments like biogas generators and filtration system, that can be very easily, we can import from India. And construction part, as I told you, will transfer that technology with a complete supervision and technical support to the local people, because that would be the best thing. Because we want to spread this message. So we want as many as people who want to come into this, and as many as plants we can construct in Nepal, that would be that much good for the country. So Pradhanji, as you told me that your most important question was that marble part, the stone you told, which is a part of that chicken feed. So with our design itself, if you'll see our drainage design, no? So our design, we have made like that, wherein all those unwanted particles gets deposited in the drain itself. And the final output, a final input of the digester is again redesigned for this kind of unwanted particles, wherein step by step, if you'll see, that gets deposited. And we only take the liquid through that Persian wheel. Why we are using that Persian wheel in case of poultry litter? The purpose to use the Persian wheel is just to take a liquid portion of that waste, and remaining that solid portion will lie in the base of the pit.
Okay.
So after 15-20 days time, we just have to clean the pit, take out those marble particles or unwanted deposit particles, which we do not want it to go in the tank.